I am Dr. M.C. Gupta, respiratory physician practicing at Faridabad for the last 40 years. My talk is on asthma. Asthma is a very common disease, involves 3 to 10% of the population, and the prevalence is gradually increasing due to increased pollution, industrialization, and environmental and occupational problems. It is characterized by chronic inflammation of the air tubes that carry oxygen and air from and into the lung. Due to chronic inflammation of the air tubes, there is a hyper responsiveness of the air tube. That means if there is any trigger, they react, constrict, there is an increased inflammation, and that lead to attack of asthma. Asthma by symptom is characterized by shortness of breath, chest tightness, cough. These are the main three symptoms. Asthma is usually variable. One may have asthma attack, and the patient may go into remission when there is no symptom at all. There is a many risk factor, and if we control the risk factor, we can avoid or control the asthma attack. The risk factors are family. If any one of the parents are having asthma, then there are 25% chances of children getting asthma. Or if both the parents are having asthma, then 50% of the children can develop asthma. Other risk factors are repeated viral infections, stress, obesity, rhinitis, reflux, some medicines which can aggravate the symptoms of asthma. Even in some, exercise can induce asthma, which is called exercise induced asthma. Tablet aspirin, commonly taken as Disprin, can in some persons can induce the attack of asthma. This diagnosis is very simple. Usually on the basis of symptoms the patient is suffering, supported by pulmonary function test, X-ray test, hemogram, and total IgE and RAST test for allergy. Treatment of asthma depend upon the character of the asthma, whether it just mild, intermittent, or it is persistent. In persistent, there is mild, moderate, and severe. If the asthma is just mild and intermittent, one needs only rescue medicine, that is short acting beta 2 agonist, taken during the time of attack, and after that the patient usually go into remissions and doesn't require the treatment. In persistent asthma, in mild asthma, long acting beta 2 agonist with inhaled corticosteroids in minimum doses that control the asthma and keep under control. Moderate asthma and severe asthma, the dose of inhaled corticosteroid can be increased from 800 microgram to 2000 microgram, and it should be given in combination of beta 2 long acting beta 2 agonist. In fourth stage of asthma, these inhaled corticosteroids plus long acting beta 2 agonist may be added with LAMA, that is long acting muscarinic acid agents, or theophylline taken orally, or steroids. The oral steroid should not be taken continuously for the treatment of asthma because they can cause osteoporosis, diabetes, hypertension, and obesity. If you want to ask or want any help, you can contact me through Labrate.